Hi guys, my name is Ayokunu, Oduniyi. Yes, I'm the founder, senior leader of A New Thing London, and I have been here from the inception.
Hi everyone, I'm Susan Deborahs Oduniyi,
That's right.
and I've been at A&T since the beginning,
I would
or
hope so.
before the beginning, like
That's
the
right.
the vision part of it.
Mhm.
Even when I was just like, no, 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 not me, imposter.
4 years, babes.
4 years.
4 years of building A New Thing London. How's it feel?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Speechless.
I don't know, I'm quite emotional, Literally, yeah. I think seeing the people from year 1 to year 4, yeah, man. It's been a lot, man. Literally, I had those flashbacks of each season of each year, and just realizing, wow, like we're actually here, entering to the 5th year of building. It's been humbling, but very emotional though, because I've come a long way, man.
No, it was emotional. I felt like there was some moments I was gonna cry.
Yeah, same here.
Because it was like, oh my god, my babies. What? No. It was like, probably, it was just good to hear, like,
Yeah,
where everyone has started and just
Yeah.
like the impact of the
100%.
space we're creating and, just the health of the church,
Yeah,
like, basically.
that's really good. And I think like it's one thing to aspire to build something. Ima mentioned it. It's one thing to have a good interest in it. It's another thing to really say that those things that happen along the way, we're still on this path of what we said from the beginning. Like we can still go back to the original blueprint and see, oh my gosh, we're actually doing this. Like seeing these guys, they're all married.
Like,
Popping kids, do whatever. And they've all gone through like serious life things. Like we've had to, shepherd them through and seeing how they've come out, seeing what people that have just joined, maybe don't have that much, in-depth relationship with us, are still able to echo community, authenticity, safe. And knowing our own story with church and just seeing how we've been able to be very intentional in creating somewhere where people can, feel that whether that's their first day or they've been able 10 months there's a consistency, there's a characteristic to A&T that if you're going to come here, you're going to be seen, yeah, your flaws will come out, but all your good things will come out, like you're actually going to grow. It's going to be, you actually have to be intentional about relationships. You're actually going to build community by fire, by force. Actually going to be confronted with what's real about being a follower of Christ. A&T was conceived in November 2017. My birthday week, 3 months married. Wow. And I have a tradition where I normally pray at midnight, and I had a visitation from the Lord in regards to me planting a church. I think I always knew I was going to plant a church, so did PS and stuff, but it was just something that was in the far distant future. It wasn't anything, on the cards now. Like I said, I was just 3 months married. So I just said to him, look, if this is you, Lord, like confirm it by 2 witnesses. And within a week, 2 witnesses confirmed it. Literally, my friend was a prophet. He was in Atlanta. Called me on WhatsApp. My boy Oscar. I was like, this is the word, Lord. He just prophesied. If you know him, he prophesies like he's talking to you. He just like spoke for so long, confirmed some things, some other things. Then my own pastor on the Sunday said, "Oh, I should talk to you and Susan after service." And then he brought out his iPhone. On his iPhone, he had like 5 paragraphs of a prophecy that God gave to him in regards to me and PS part in the church. I was just sitting there in tears because I didn't tell PS anything, and PS was just like, "What?"
this is where I enter the chat.
Susan was not impressed.
No, I wasn't. Because this is not what I signed up for.
It was so funny though.
So
I was
early
literally
on.
in tears, guys, and her face was screwed up. It was so funny.
Yeah, I was like, why are you telling us this prophecy? Like, this is irrelevant for me right now. Like, I was so angry. I said, Pastor, like, we've just got married. Like, I just need a moment.
Yeah.
And then it was just kind of like, we'll see. And then I think we had another meeting because I was still upset
Yeah.
about it.
And I can tell that remember, he's like, so, who did you think that you married, Susan? And it's just like, well, it was supposed to be now. It was so funny, man. So God bless Pastor Jay, man. It was really good. So I think obviously over time, I've married a God-fearing woman, so the Holy Spirit spoke to her, and she finally got around it. So I spent maybe 2018 up until 2019. I'm not lying. This is what I tell you, praying and fasting for months. Literally praying at midnight with my journal, just writing down. Still got until now actually. Literally just writing down whatever God told me about the church. So I did have a lot of apprehensiveness about when to plant. I think 2019 was definitely the year for us to do it. If my pastor had his way, he would have, because he literally had to like get out. Yeah, literally, because I was dragging my feet, man. Because I was excited, but I was scared. I was but I was like, okay, let's do this. I was just like, all that sort of stuff at the same time. So eventually in 2019, I got released to plant a church with CLF in Croydon. The plan was that I would be on there for 9 months and then be released to plant A&T. So 2019, January to October 2019, that's what we did. So that was a good experience, being a part of a church plant again. And then, with that time, had an interest meeting, just put the word out there. Hey guys, on Instagram, Twitter, plant a church with my wife in London. If you're interested to find out more about what we're doing, come to the interest meetings. And then from there, there were powerful interest meetings. We worship, share the word, share the vision. Literally. So October the 5th, 2019, Sunday, in my flat, we had our first session. Me, my wife, Tosan, Aisha, Emmanuel, and Tamba.
I feel like the pandemic time in relation to church was such a blur. Yeah, like I felt like we just kicked into gear. Okay, like they can't come to the house. So what we're gonna do, and then you have your media equipment.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, we can. No, it wasn't that actually. It was IG Live.
Okay, for one Sunday, yeah.
1 or 2 Sundays. Then we tried YouTube, our very first YouTube.
Yeah, I remember that OBS.
That one, yeah. and then after that, obviously, as like knowledge grew and stuff, but it feels like it was a blur. So I can't really speak to what I felt. I think it was just like kicking into how do we kind of like still serve the community and still create like connection with us being online.
I mean, it was weird. I think we planted A&T 5th of October 2019. Lockdown was officially like mid-March, I believe, when we put it to ATL.
Oh yeah.
Uncle Donald said, "Don't come here." The boys came, said, "Everybody stay at home." So it was March was a mad month, and it was crazy because I gave a word at the beginning of March, reset. I didn't expect to reset like this. So I was just like, So for myself, I think the emotions that accompanied us going online were just like PS said, like, how do we set the people? I had a lot of like, because I'm quite a perfectionist, or I'm a pursuer of excellence. That's what I want to call myself now. And so I was just thinking, how are we going to translate this thing online and it be good? We don't have a lot of infrastructure, worship, all these things that our churches have. So I was like, hey, well, I hope these guys still come to church. And I just thank God that I'm a creative, so I was able to translate my skill sets to just get online and do it the most, and decently appropriate way possible. So, it was just kind of like Pierre said, like, we're quite resilient people, so you have to be like, what do we do now? As a pastor, you had to know what you was doing, so we knew what we was doing.
But this is like kind of like the first time now, like hearing like the different, like obviously we've had the different groups of people, and still the impact of that season of the pandemic, because I've never reflected on it and been like, oh, like, wow, was it powerful? Was it impactful? Was it this? Because then straight after Sunday session, we'll then go into our Zoom. to check in with everyone, how's everyone doing, and catch up and whatnot. So it just kind of like, now looking back on it, this is the first time I'm kind of like connecting with the fact that, oh wow, we did something amazing.
I don't think I've mentally emotionally processed the pandemic church. I feel like we just went
straight.
And I enjoyed it, you know. I think, you know, as somebody that was very peculiar about how he spoke, it was very interesting speaking to people and then now speaking to a camera. So for like a year and a bit, literally. So I feel like, there was an onus on us to like, to show up. So that meant secret place. That meant playing. Like, you guys will probably remember, I was skinny, I was fasting, I was doing what I was like, fam, something needs to be translated through this YouTube channel. Yeah, I think I want to journal about our experience.
Think about it a lot more. Because I feel like I need to.
Yeah, we made it, you know. It doesn't feel real.
No. And it grew. The church grew. The opposite.
Yeah.
So,
my greatest fear was that it would
we would just come back and
it just come back to me, Iman, Toss and Aisha, Tambo. And all the new people would be like, yeah, do this. But it didn't. It grew. Yeah. God showed it, it grew, man. And and from unlikely places, man, literally. So, you know, God sent people, I think, during lockdown. My
favourite pandemic preach would be From Behind, From Behind, which is from a new name.
Hey! Favourite pandemic preach? See, look, my favourite pandemic preachers are all my wife's preachers, honestly.
Oh, darling.
Literally. One of my favourite speakers, literally. So, but if I had to pick my one, my favourite pandemic preach might be When Your Faith Crashes, our church message.
Oh no, that was a good one.
I was
that was good.
Brutally transparent on that session. So maybe not my favourite preach, but most heart touching one that I think I've ministered. Yeah. And then my faith was good. But all my favourite preachers are your one though. You really did preach, man. From Behind. Because it was the woman that shed blood, right?
Yeah. No, I have to say actually, looking back on it, that what you just said about the
faith that crashes, that still says.
That was dope.
Where we are now, I've got a son, my favourite boy in the whole world. Literally, we've got private ministries even outside of A&T as well. Because I started 412 before we got married. We started Coffee and Prayer after we got married. Obviously, as businesses are going. I mean, my plate is full. Like I always feel like I'm eating a buffet. It's just after you clear one plate, next one. So life is full. A&T has grown and become something that I perceive, but at the same time, it still surprises me. So there's still an element of like, wow. Like I think I told Susan like 2 weeks ago. I said, babes, got a good church, you know. It was so random. She told you it was so random. I was like, no, but today I was sitting in the session. I was like, we actually have a good church, you know. Like, good people. Like it's just so great looking, just sitting back looking at how everyone was. And we've got different types of people. Like church A&T is not like one demographic of type of people. Even though we're all, you know, inherently creators, there's still distinctiveness amongst us, where it's like, you know, there's all different dressing, different vibes, you like different food, different hobbies. So I think I've really seen God show me that though you perceived what I was doing, it still like wowed me to see it come to life with my own 2 naked eyes. So, you know, A&T 4 years later, it's a house that has weddings every single year. It's a house that's popping babies. We're seeing the family element of our vision come to pass. We're really seeing the creativity of different people that are coming with their ideas and stuff. So I feel like we're at the stage where foundations have been laid and now the pillars need to be cemented. And then divine opportunity to really express A&T. Like we've kind of got into a bit of a routine, but now I'm expecting church, especially like when I'm back for sabbatical, I'm just going to switch up on purpose and make everything different. I think my goal this year is to add flavour to A&T. So Yeah, add flavour to it. I feel like it's been within there for a while. So I want to see some strawberries. I want to see some caramel, the double one that we bought from Magnum, that Magnum one, the double one. Yeah,
The
I want to see
millionaire.
like one layer's like this, but you eat again. Ooh, yeah. So like nah, I want to see flavour, and when I say flavour, that means that make you seeing in practical ways, seeing less PSPA, seeing expressiveness from all the characteristics of people in A&T. I really feel now, and I think we've built it healthily where it's not our house is not built on personality. I don't think you would think A&T and just think, oh, Irish church. You would think people, community, so to speak. So I feel like we're at a stage now where I feel people are at a place where they're grounded enough to express themselves in a healthy way whereby it's going to feed people now. You know, yeah.
People
so
are gonna see like in Matthew 5, like a city on a hill. Basically. Like it's that type of thing. I think just being able, like basically a lot of like the prophetic words we had in the beginning, kind of beginning to see some of them manifest on a greater level. And giving people the liberty now to kind of like just do. But we've always believed that A&T is not like, you don't just stay in A&T, so we're not hoarding people. Like it's apostolic in nature. Like we're sending people out into, you know, into the darkness, into the world, into wherever.
So I think really, essentially, in a nutshell, like next girls would see. There should be, you see a lot more projects being rolled out, see a lot more different spaces, and just see a lot more people being able to express the kingdom in the God-given unique way. You know, so honestly, the way I feel charged in my spirit is that let's not fall back into the trap of doing church before COVID. Let's just be free and see where that takes us.